So these are the diaries of a goat farmer. Can you see we are in a rural setup? That's a road there, and that's electricity. And I'll show you around. You can actually see that those are rural shops. So this is a rural area. And the reason why I'm doing this video, I just want to show to you guys that it is possible to start goat farming and you can actually use rural areas. So I'm here to look for rural land to use for goat farming. So I'm going to take you on that journey. Come with me, let's see what we get. So from the growth point, we've now gone deep into the rural area now. And the locals have promised us some land, so we now have to walk on foot to go and see the actual land that they've promised us. So we are going. This is the crew that I have, our manager there. And those are the local guys. And that's the wife. So we went, and unfortunately the land was too small. The shape wasn't right, so we decided to go back. But they've told us that they've got another location, so let's go and check it out and see. These are the diaries of a goat farmer. So our journey is now taking us to this bottle store. I don't know what the name is. Yeah, so we're here. Now from the bottle store, we now get to this piece of land. And one thing that immediately caught my attention was that at the land that they've shown us, there is a big anthill and people are actually making bricks. You know, I had never seen people make bricks in the rural areas, but let me show you guys. I mean, if you've never seen that, you'll be able to see it now. So this is the land that they're saying we could actually use for goat farming. So this is the brick making process. Can you see how simple it is? But I love this because people are using the local materials, the local environment to make bricks. And can you imagine with this kind of resources there, one would actually just be able to even make the goat housing using these bricks because they are local. You know, all it costs you is just the labor, but otherwise everything else is there. So this was quite interesting. So this is the land that they've shown us, and I think this land is adequate. So I'm actually just going to show you a bit more about the land and the other things that you could actually consider when you are also looking for land to do goat farming. So this is the surrounding scenery for the land. You can see it's actually quite a big area, and you can see that there is a lot of places where animals could actually just be grazing, and you could see they were actually mixing those bricks, meaning there was a water source, and this was the water source. So long ago, I think they had put they had made a dam there, and man-made one. So this is right in the dry season, but it still has water. So that's the water that's being pumped using that pump that you can see in the corner, and then they are using that to make the bricks. So look, I like this piece of land because one, there is water. Water is so important because you can actually use it to water the plants, or to water whatever you're going to grow, because normally we advise that you grow food for the animals, so you can actually grow food for the animals. So that's the good thing about having a water source. And the size is also important because you know that when you're doing for goats, they need an area to exercise, an area to be able to walk, and you know, so that they can be as natural as possible. So can you see we're measuring the land using that tape measure. So let me show you other things that you could actually consider. So we measured this piece of land, and this piece of land was a total of 4 hectares. Let's say 3 hectares in square, and then another hectare, so it's about 4 hectares. So this is more than enough. You know, I think with a minimum of 2 hectares, you can actually do goat farming. It just depends on how you partition the land, so that you've got an area for exercising, an area for the house, an area for the employees. So let me take you up so that you can see a drone view of this. So yeah, let's go up. So this is the land in question. On the extreme right, that's the boundary that's there. And already you can see that there are some animals, that those are cows that are already just grazing in the land. But so this is in the rural area. This is someone who's got this rural area which is meant for farming, but they're not doing it. So this is an ideal place where you could actually do goat farming. Can you see how big it is? I mean, this is the drone going. This what I'm showing you guys. This is 3 hectares, and that's where they were doing the bricks in the middle there. I'm going to show it to you again shortly. There, you can see. And where you can see the green, there's a stream there, so there's water there. That's why it's green like that. So this is the area of view. So our 3 hectares is going right up to that other boundary, just after this. After these guys were this place where they're making bricks, just after that will be 100 meters, and then we go back up to make 4 hectares. So basically, this is the land that we found, and this is in the rural areas, guys. So everyone has got a rural area. You can actually go to the rural area, your rural area, or if you don't have one, or if it's not adequate, you can actually just go and look. Go there, speak to the relevant authorities there, and actually look for land, because in the rural area, the guys are waiting for people like you, people like me, people that are in the diaspora to come back and to actually do projects in the rural areas. And once you do projects in the rural areas, it means you generate employment. There's a lot of labor in the rural areas, and then the area is developed. So that's us just by the corner. So I would really, really encourage you guys to do this. If you're looking to do goat farming, go to your rural area and look for land. If it's too far or it's not adequate, look for a place that's adequate for you, and let's start this project of goat farming. So the land in the rural areas is there. So one shouldn't even have any excuse in terms of farming, especially if you're in Africa. Go back to the rural area, get the farming land, and use it. Use it to produce goats. When the goats are eating all this vegetation and things like that, they are converting that to muscle, and then you sell it, and you've created employment, you've created value, and that would be so that would be excellent. And the more people that listen to this and that actually start the goat farming, the better it is for the country. Because right now, the market, I mean, people talk about market, they ask about, is there a market for goats? And my answer is the market is huge. Maybe in Zim alone, they would need 3,000 goats a week, and we can't even sustain that market. But if I'm producing 100 goats, and you're also producing 100 goats, and it's 10 of us, that means we've got 1,000 goats that we're producing, and we can easily sell locally and even internationally, because we'll be able to supply 1,000 goats one time. So, but it can only be possible if we all decide to do farming, if we all decide to help each other and start the goat farming process. So after you get your land, the most important thing now is the training and the management aspect. So even if you are in the diaspora, get some people that can actually help you to get the land, to train whoever is going to be looking after the goats, and then we can actually walk on this journey together. So yeah, so if you would like our assistance in terms of training your people, in terms of managing, even if you are not in Zim and you would like us to assist, just drop a message in our comment section. We would be so happy to help you set up, to provide that management support initially, so that you can actually get onto your feet, and we'll be able to produce together. There is always comfort in numbers. And when supposing we have 10 farmers or 10 farmers that are doing this project, it becomes so easy for us. We can even hire a vet that can go to our farms periodically. We can even the medicines and vaccines, all those things, they become cheaper because we are working as a group. We've got the numbers. So my encouragement to each and every person that is listening to this is, if you've been thinking about goat farming, don't procrastinate. Don't make the excuse of land. Land is there, land is available. Just go to the rural area, go to your rural area. If it's too far, or if there's something wrong there, or it's too far, look for a rural area. There's so many rural areas there, and they are dying for projects because there is no one that is actually investing in the rural areas. So they are actually waiting for people to come and do projects. You can see, I mean, this is drone footage. I'm just showing you that there is so much land, and you can see that there's not much happening in these areas. So I hope that this video has inspired you, and that you can drop your questions, comments, likes. Remember to like, share this. And these are the diaries of a goat farmer. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye for now.